Hi, this is Wes Fryer in Glacier National Park, and it is the 5th of August, 2011. I don't know if I can flip my camera around. I may not be able to do that, so I'm going to have to pause this video and combine these, but we are on a short little hike here by just below Avalanche Lake, and I wanted to show this beautiful stream that is flowing down from Avalanche Lake. I have just reversed my camera angle here, and so you are now seeing what I am seeing directly in front of me. And this is just a beautiful, beautiful stream that has carved its way down through the rocks, and I'm going to try and be careful as I'm standing here literally next to the edge. The leading cause of death in Glacier National Park is drowning because people get too close to rapidly flowing streams like this one, or try and ford streams. And I'm going to just switch my mic over so that it'll pick up a little bit of the ambient audio and you can hear the roaring of the water as it flows by. The temperature here is absolutely lovely. It is in the high 60s. I think it is about 68 degrees. So this is a very nice trail that starts off as a handicap accessible trail for wheelchairs. And we just got on the part where you can no longer have a wheelchair and you've got to be hiking on the rocks up the trail to Avalanche Lake. We're a good ways down the trail now, and I wanted to pause and show you this area because I'll go ahead and go off camera here. But behind me is an area of the forest that seems to have been the site of a microburst or a real severe downdraft, and a whole lot of the pine trees here have been snapped. We're now looking immediately behind where that last video was just shot, and first of all you can see these spectacular mountains that are surrounding us here, but you can see all of these trees that have been snapped. I don't know if that's 20, 30, 40 feet up in the air, and the Forest Service has come in here and cleaned up the trail with their chainsaws, but definitely there was some kind of a climactic event that caused these trees to get snapped in here. I don't know what the rules are in Glacier. It seems to me when we were in the Teton National Park years ago that there were rules against the use of chainsaws, but I don't know what the rules are here. All right, so I just got an explanation of how this happened. It was not a thunderstorm blast. It was actually the avalanche. And so when the avalanche came down the mountain, for which Avalanche Lake, where we're headed, was named, it sucked the air out, or pushed the air out, and the air from the caused a blast of air caused by the avalanche was what caused these trees to snap, much like you might, I guess, see it in a microburst. I don't know if a microburst could do this for a thunderstorm. I know it's real dangerous for aircraft, but anyway, it is quite a dramatic area. Must mean we're getting close to the side of the avalanche. All right, we have been hiking along for about an hour and 15 minutes, and we are now seeing a spectacular vista. And I don't even think that this video image is going to do it justice, but that is probably the most amazing waterfall I have ever seen. That is just beautiful. Wow. Well, at last, after a hike of about an hour and a half, we have made it here to Avalanche Lake, which is visible behind me, and I'm going to flip my camera around so you can see it in its full glory. I would say without a doubt this is the most amazing place I have ever had a picnic. So this is Avalanche Lake, and there are, I don't know, 5 or 6 main waterfalls that are coming down the side of the mountain here. That part is kind of in shadow right now because of where the clouds are. But we're just down here on the lake shore, and lots of folks have hiked up just like us. We have had a picnic here beside the lake, and some people are taking off their shoes, and I am positive that water has got to be pretty cool. But I'm going to try and take some panoramic images to try and capture the full vista here. But I would say this is the reason, the snowfall, it's still up here in August, why we're having flooding on the Missouri River. But as my dad reminded me, we are on the western side of the Continental Divide, so all of this runoff is headed to the Pacific Ocean, not down to the Gulf of Mexico or to the Atlantic. I don't know if you can see, but oh man, up above that waterfall there's even a bigger one streaming down, and it is just gorgeous, just gorgeous. So if you ever have an opportunity, come to Glacier National Park. This is actually a short little, about 4.5 to 5 mile round trip hike just inside the western gate on the highway to the sun. All right, so we've just been to Avalanche Lake, and what did you think, Dad?
It was well worth it, but I had my doubts part way up.
What would you recommend? Why would you recommend people go on this?
Oh, supposedly it's one of the shorter trails, number one. Right behind us here, it says it's 2 miles to get on up there, and I think it took us about an hour and 30, an hour 45, and just a little over an hour to come down. So of course it was downhill coming back down. So, but the view up there, the 5 waterfalls, I mean, it was just awesome.